wishing to empower themselves in today's knowledge-dominated era, the University of Mumbai is continuously exploring itself in an environment of current state of play in the higher education domain in the country. Being an alumnus of this university and also someone associated with the university, I particularly feel privileged and honored to be a part of this convocation. Convocation is a special day in the calendar of an institution of learning. It marks the culmination of a phase of learning, and after having satisfied that the student is now ready to face and contribute to the world at large as a worthy individual in the chosen domain of learning and training, the elders give the final advice and blessings for further journey that the student is embarking upon. It is a solemn occasion for the students and also for the teachers. The bond between teachers and the students that is supposed to have been built through years of mentoring brings in an emotional content to the convocation day. I wish to use this occasion to thank the faculty who in their own way have contributed to shaping the young minds while they are with the university. My congratulations to all students who are graduating today. Some of you who are being specially recognized deserve our highest appreciation. All of you have gone through your respective courses of studies and have been adjudged to be worthy of the degrees that have been awarded to you. You are now ready to face the exciting world out there. As an educated individual, you have to be an important part of the nation-building process through your respective capabilities that you have acquired here. Today, there is ample scope for innovation and entrepreneurship. The way our country is evolving, the opportunities for the capable ones would continuously expand. I wish all of you graduating today a very successful career ahead. May all your dreams be fully realized. I have spent almost entire professional life on the development of national capability in the area of atomic energy. A key aspect that I have realized as a result of this experience is the need to transform our technical education particularly to make it more effective human resource building exercise that empowers every youth to become a prime mover to add value rather than just be a job seeker. This must happen in the present day context consistent with our time-tested value system. At the same time, our education system should recognize the needs of emerging tomorrow. I would like to use this occasion to talk about this particular theme. We Indians have a great heritage. India was a premier country in the world till about 5 or 6 centuries ago. We had great universities and centers of learning that attracted scholars from many parts of the world. After a long period of oppression and foreign rule, India is now bouncing back. Democracy has taken roots in independent India. Indian youth have demonstrated their capabilities through their impact both in terms of technological as well as economic terms, here in India as well as in countries abroad. The world is now highly interconnected, and the A3, that is anyone, anywhere and any time, The A3 connected society is fast taking shape. We are fast embracing knowledge-driven economy worldwide. Technology is changing our lives faster than we would have ever imagined. We need to be conscious about the impact of these rather transitions around us. We need to prepare our societies to benefit from these transitions while preventing their ill effects. Opportunities and threats created by increasingly competitive, interconnected world, the potential for greater disparities if the policies are not managed well, and the threats to our time-tested Indian value system are some of the major challenges before our society today. We must acknowledge that apart from people who engage themselves in mass movements at different times, a very large number of individuals have made key contributions in shaping the societal evolution in a healthy manner and in the right direction through their wisdom, sustained work, and passionate contributions. For example, there have been people who pursued science and mathematics and made new discoveries here well ahead of others elsewhere. Others pursued social reforms in spite of several odds. Then we have had far-sighted pioneers who established key industries within the country in much adverse circumstances, and I am referring to pre-independence era. We need such people in large numbers who can guide and shape the society as it evolves through knowledge and technology-driven transitions on one side and a rapid mixing of cultures driven by instant communications that take place today on the other. Such people, through their research and analysis-based deeper understanding and foresight, can present an authentic assessment of the transitions around, create innovative approaches to maximize the gains and minimize the threats, and help prepare our youth with the capability to effectively deal with the evolving situation. The very fact that Indian traditions and cultures have survived through centuries of external influence gives us the hope about our societies responding correctly to the changing paradigm. All of us associated with knowledge activities, one way or the other, have the opportunity to be a part of such people, both by ourselves as well as through the students whom we teach and mentor.